Earning XP in MLB The Show 22 is extremely difficult. They made it way harder than years past to get XP in this game for Diamond Dynasty for your ball player. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the two best XP methods that I possibly can. One is brought to us by Gomes the Legend, great MLB The Show YouTuber. He discovered the Road to the Show XP method and made a full video on that. So I'm going to link his channel in the description down below, and it's on the screen for you guys right now. He also created the stadium that we're going to be downloading in this video as well. So make sure to go subscribe to Gomes. And the other one is going to be coming from Light Skin Chris LSC, which I already made a video on this week. So I'm going to be talking about it again in this video. Let me know in the comments down below, how much XP do you have so far in the Faces of the Franchise program? And are you ranking up your ball player right now? And also make sure to follow me on Twitch. We streamed last night. We'll probably be live again tomorrow night on Twitch. It's on the screen for you guys right now. But I hope you enjoy the video, and let's get it.
Minika, watch me on Twitch, ooh, I'm streaming. I'm on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, red button beaming. Let's get that sub count, take over YouTube, ooh, we teaming. My content so high, ooh, yeah, I'm steaming. Ooh, yeah, I'm steaming. Red button beaming.
Alright, so today we're going to be breaking down the best two XP methods you could possibly do right now to get XP in Diamond Dynasty. They made it much harder to get XP in this game than it was in previous MLB The Show years. So there's a couple methods you can do to really get XP. You could play the game normally, like Conquest Mode, Mini Seasons, BR, online modes, and get XP that way, but it just takes too long. Majority of the people out there right now are grinding one of these two methods. This is the only way to really get it done as soon as possible. I started yesterday with about 20,000 XP on my no money spent account. Now we're at 177,000 XP in just about 24 to 48 hours. And also on my regular account, I was about 50,000 XP, and I'm at the same point on that account within the 2 days as well. So in about 2 days, and I'm not grinding it all day, I'm doing other stuff too. I've gained about 250,000 plus XP in just 48 hours. And if you're going to be grinding more, you'll be getting more XP than I was. And on both accounts, I'm almost done getting all of these non-sellable Faces of the Franchise packs. And this is what you want: free 90 overall players. You can't go wrong with these players. You want to get them as soon as possible. A lot of people are getting them. People are getting these sellable packs. You see a lot of these guys going on the market right now for only 22,000 stubs. That's because so many people have unlocked these 90 overalls, and it's almost impossible right now to be playing mini seasons mode, conquest, and finish it that quickly. You have to be doing some sort of method to get all the way done with this program. So we'll start things off with the first method, and that is going to be the Road to the Show method. Now, I'm not going to be making a new ball player in this video, but all you have to do really is put your ball player archetype to power and make your position third base, shortstop, and then I'm going to explain to you guys what you have to do when you're actually in Road to the Show. But before you get into that, if you're on next gen, if you're on current gen, this one part of the tutorial will not work for you. So you're going to go to Create, and you're going to go to Stadium Creator, because you want to download a stadium that Gomes the Legend made. Once again, link for his video and his channel are going to be in the description. He made an awesome stadium where you're basically going to be able to hit home runs every single time, because he raised the elevation all the way to the maximum that you could possibly have in MLB The Show. So what you're going to do is you're going to search his gamer tag, PSN, whatever you want to say. It's going to be Gomes the Legend. Just follow my spelling here. Now, this is important. It's not going to pop out if you just type his name in. You have to switch the search to Online ID. And once you do that, you're going to see the black canvas stadium. You're going to click in that. Let's let this menu go. Give it 1 second. Again, this is just on next gen. On current gen, you can't get the stadium, but you can still do the rest of the tutorial after this. So what you're going to do now, once it walks us through the tutorial, I don't know why the tutorials in this game always pop up, even though I've already exited out of them so many times. You are going to save changes on the stadium. Make sure you save it. So once we save the stadium, it's going to ask where to save it to. I already have it saved, so I'm going to back out of this. And then all you're going to do is you are going to exit. So now we're going to go back to the main menu, and this is where we are actually going to start going to Road to the Show. So if you're playing Road to the Show for the first time, this is where it's going to have a tutorial. It's going to ask you which rosters you want to use. Just use the current rosters. That's fine. Pick whichever team you want. It doesn't matter which team you go to here, because you're going to go to AA right away. Once you're done with all the tutorials and all that stuff, you get your team, all that stuff, you're going to wind up in a locker room. Now, I'm in the AAA locker room, but normally you're going to be in the AA to start it off. Now, on next gen, before you get into the game, this is what you're going to do. This has to do with that stadium we just picked. You are going to go to League, and you are going to go to Stadium Assignment. Once you are on Stadium Assignment, this is what we're going to do. You are going to change the stadium to the one we just downloaded for every single team. National League and American League, you want to be playing on that black canvas map, because that's going to allow you to hit the most home runs. So you're going to have to go individually into every single team here. Click on it. Then you're going to filter over to the black canvas stadium. Go to Created Stadiums. Click on black canvas, and then it's going to switch it. I wish they hadn't apply all, but I haven't found one. Maybe I'm missing it, but I don't think so. You're going to have to go to every single individual team and do that. Once you're done, you don't have to do it for the MLB because you're not going to be in the MLB for a while. So just do AAA and AA. After that, you can back out. Now, current gen players, this is where you guys are going to come into play. Everything from this point forward, you can do as well as next gen. So now you're going to go to your actual ball player and check your loadout. Make sure you have your archetype and your perk on. If you don't have anything here, if it says plus, you're not going to be getting any points from the XP program. You want to make sure that power is on and you have your archetype. So the next thing you're going to do, if you're on PlayStation or if you're on Xbox, it is square on PlayStation and X on Xbox. You're going to check out the item program. Now, I have the gold one because I've been grinding this a little bit, but at the beginning, you are going to have bronze, and you are going to see as you keep going in the ball player program, you're going to start getting XP from passing the levels as well as getting the XP from we're actually in the game. You're going to get perks, you're going to get archetypes, you're going to get all that stuff, and you're going to go from bronze to silver to gold all the way to diamond. You're going to max out your ball player by the time you're done doing this. You're going to get a ton of XP added onto the XP that we're playing, and then take a look at the gold power tasks. In any case, whichever level you are in, gold, bronze, silver, whatever, look at the tasks and make sure you are taking into account how many plate appearances you need, how many extra base hits, how many stolen bases, extra base hits. That way you can keep that in mind when you're in the game. After you're done with that, now it's time to go into the game. So now we're going to go to play. We're going to go to play next. We're going to skip this. Don't worry about that. We have a meeting with the coach. I just keep clicking X, A, whatever. I'm not really paying attention to this. More things to skip. Oh my lord, with the cutscenes. Oh my. Oh my, okay, I wish I could disable cutscenes. It would be even quicker. Now we are going to play game. Make sure you select the loadout that we were just talking about with your archetype and your perk. We're going to get into the game. As we're loading up here, we don't want to be doing any fielding opportunities. You do get a little more XP for the fielding opportunities, but it's not worth it in my opinion. And as I said, not to customize the MLB stadiums, I think I literally just got called up. I think that's what that meeting was about. I literally wasn't checking, and I think I just got called up to the MLB in this tutorial. That is hysterical. So we're in the MLB now, so I'm going to have to go back and fix all the stadiums after this, but don't worry, I'm just going to show you the settings. So what you're going to do is go to gameplay, make sure your hitting difficulty is on beginner. They're going to throw the ball right over the middle. You don't have to do much. All you're going to have to do is literally power swing, square on PlayStation and X on Xbox. You're just going to power swing away and keep hitting home runs. So after you do that in the gameplay, go to road to the show options. You're going to copy these settings, skip to next appearance, showtime opportunities. You could have that on, player lock, infield, assist, player lock, button mapping, classic, whatever. Fielding opportunities, none. Player lock, base running interfaces, analog, doesn't matter because we're not going to be base running at all. And player lock, base running opportunities on none. After that, you are now going to go to presentation. You want it on fast play, pitching only, pitch selection, camera focus, batter, pitcher only, pitch selection, camera frequency rarely, and turn everything else off. No walk-ups. You don't want to take time out of that. And then all you have to do, I'm going to show you right now, and I know I'm in an MLB stadium, but hopefully we can still hit the home run. I got to customize it, and bang, just like that. We're power swinging away. They're going to throw the ball repeatedly over the middle, and you're going to be playing at that high elevated stadium. You're going to keep hitting the ball over the fence. Not going to matter here. You're going to power swing. Even at the beginning, you'll have enough power to get it out. Let me do it again. That one didn't go over the fence. I actually missed that a little bit, but I swear when we're on black canvas, you're going to hit the ball over the fence majority of the time. Now, if you're on current gen, on beginner, you're still going to get a good amount of home runs. You might not get the same amount of home runs that someone would get on next gen because of the field that we are using, but you're still going to hit a lot of home runs. You see in the MLB stadiums, I'm hitting a lot of home runs. I'm 2 for 3 so far with the home runs and then 1 single as well. So it's not bad. If you're playing on current gen, you can still do this, but next gen is going to have a little bit of an advantage. So I'll finish this last at bat and then we'll get out of this game. So not going to be a home run, but we do get 2 home runs out of the 4 at bats. Looks like we're going to get a double here as well. Let's just get that base. And they might give me 1 more at bat. Let's see. Or is the game over? Hopefully the game's over. We do have 1 more at bat. We got to play it through. Let's see, 1 more. Ball again is going to go right over the middle of the plate. You've seen it every time on beginner. They're going right over the middle, and we will have 3 home runs in this game. We go 5 for 5. We go 5 for 5 with 3 home runs in our first MLB game ever. Okay. So now this is over. Normally what you would do is go straight to play the next game because you want to play these as series. That's how you're going to get the most XP. But because we're in the tutorial, I'm going to back out. So every series or so, about every 3-4 game series, you should get about 2,500 XP. And that is not including the program. So let me go back. We got 500 XP for that game, but that's only because I played the one. If you play it as a series, you get more. As we have to go through here, we literally get called up. That is so crazy. I can't believe we got called up in the middle of this. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the ball player and just make sure here how we're doing on the program. So So again, you just want to check the program afterwards. You want to see your plate appearances, see how many more you need, see how close you are to actually beating the program, because once you get to 100 points, you want to make sure you back out of the game so you're getting XP and you're getting points towards the next level. Now, the next XP method we are going to talk about comes from Light Skin Chris, and I want to give a shout out to him and Gomes the Legend for both XP methods in this video. Make sure you are following them and subscribing to their YouTubes. They're on the screen for you guys right now. They're in the intro as well, and their links will be in the description. But I'm going to play a clip from a video I did earlier this week that's going to break this down for you. So the first thing you are going to do, you are going to go to the Create tab, and then you're going to go to Vaults. You are going to tab over to the Roster tab. You're going to click Square or X depending on the console. Go to Sort, and then sort by downloads and descending. After that, he's going to be the first one to pop up. The most downloads, download LSC XP. We're going to download that. We'll just save it to whatever, save it to normal. That's fine. New save. And boom, we have the roster. Now what you have to do is go to File, Management, and you are going to load this roster. You're going to click on that roster, and now you're actually going to go to your settings, and you're going to go to these three dots over here and set your favorite team to the Los Angeles Angels. And what we're going to be doing is we are going to player lock as Shohei Ohtani, and we are going to pitch the entire game. We're not going to hit. We're just going to keep striking out these 0 overall players on the Houston Astros, and that is going to get us a ton of XP. So set your favorite team as the Angels. You don't have to do this necessarily, but it just allows you to go straight to the Angels. You don't have to go through all the teams, so it takes a little bit less time to do. So once that is done, you are now going to go to presentation mode. You want to make sure you want fast play. That's going to allow the game to go as fast as it possibly can. Pitch selection cameras, you are going to put that on none. Pitch selection camera focus, you want batter and pitcher only. And then pitch selection camera frequency, you want that on rarely, and you want to get rid of the walk up. You want to get rid of the in-game ticker. That's going to allow no presentations to happen. It's going to go as quick as possible. So once you've done your presentation settings, you are now going to go over to gameplay. We're not going to be hitting at all, so you don't have to worry about touching your batting and base running settings. We're going to completely skip that. What you are going to do though is customize your pitching difficulty. I want to put it on veteran here. That's right in the middle. That's going to give us a middle amount of XP, anywhere from 2,000 XP to about 2,500 XP every single game. If you go on Hall of Fame or Legend, even on 0 overall, the Astro players are still going to hit the ball. So on veteran, they might hit the ball once or twice a game, but they're not going to hit it that consistently. So you want it on veteran. You could go on beginner, amateur, whichever one you really wanted to do. But if you go on those lower difficulties, it's going to give you a lower amount of XP. So I want on veteran. I think that's the best way to go about it. For your pitching interface, put this on classic. You're never going to use classic in a real game, but in this mode, you want it on classic for one reason. All you have to do is click the button. Let's say for a fastball, you click X, you click it again to throw. If you're going to throw a slider, you click circle again, it's going to throw. Don't worry about doing pinpoint meter against the computer. It's not going to matter. Just dot up the corners, throw it where it wants you to throw it. That's all you have to do. You do not have to do pinpoint, meter, all that stuff. Just put it on classic. It is way easier. And then the last one you are going to do, you're going to go to your fielding stats. You're going to put your fielding decision on auto and your throwing decision on. So we're done with the settings. We're just about ready to jump back in, but just in case I don't want any mess ups, what I'm going to do is, once again, you don't have to do this if it already pops up. I am once again going to go and load the roster just to make sure we are going to get the correct roster for this, because we don't want to go up against the real Astros team. They're going to hit the ball much more. But the next thing you're going to do after that, you are going to be all set. You want to go into play now, and you want to go to exhibition. Once you do that, we should have been set on the Angels, but for some reason we were not. That's fine. We will go over to the Angels right now. We're going to select Angel Stadium. Now this is super important. Make sure your presentation mode is on fast play. Finally, make sure quick counts are on. They're going to start off as off every single time you go into this game. Make sure you turn quick counts on. That is super essential. That's going to allow a count to start off 1-2, 2-1, 3-2. You're only going to throw a couple of pitches every single at bat, rather than starting off on an 0-0 count every single time. So you want to make sure quick counts is on. That's going to allow you to get through at bats much quicker. So after that, we are going to select. We are going to be in the rotation tab now. Now what you want to do is you want to player lock with Shohei Ohtani. If you're on PlayStation, you're going to click R2. You're going to see this red icon pop up under lock by Shohei Ohtani. And if you're on Xbox, click the RT button. Same thing is going to happen. You want to make sure Shohei Ohtani is player locked. After that, you're going to get into the lineup tab, and you're going to see all the players on the Astros are going to be 1 overall players with 0 contact, power, all that stuff. They have 0 attributes all across the board. So all you're going to do now is you're going to go straight into the game. You're going to see Angels versus Astros, and now we're going to get in. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the first game, and then I'm going to skip to the end after we get the XP. That way you guys see how much you get every single game. Okay, so we are in the game now, and you're going to see all we have to do is tap the button to throw the pitch. We do not have to do meter, pinpoint. It takes a lot less time to do. And now the pitch count is already 2-2. It started off as 1-1. We're going to mix in a slider there. Boom, a strikeout. The objective is to get as many strikeouts as you can. But if you get some outs, you're still going to get a decent amount of XP. Don't worry about that. Just keep throwing pitches. Keep mixing them in. They will swing. If you walk a batter here and there, it's not a big deal, and they might get a hit here and there too, but for the most part, they are going to swing and miss. I want to say at minimum, for the most part, you're probably going to rack up at least 12 strikeouts every single game, and we're just going to keep doing this. It is super simple. You're seeing every single count so far. This inning has started at 1-1, already have it 1-2. They're going to foul it off right there. Let's try fastball down and in. And boom, another strikeout. So we go through the first inning, super easy. Took us less than a minute to get through that first inning. And I want to say every game is probably going to take about 6 to 7 minutes, as we're going to have to actually make this play here. Just give me 1 second. Not used to road to the show or anything like that, throwing the ball like that. But anyway, we get the out. It's fine once in a while. If you don't get the strikeout, it's completely fine. You do want to get strikeouts, but even if you don't, you're still going to get a good amount of XP. But it takes about 6 or 7 minutes, I would say, maybe not even, to finish a game. So if you're able to get 6 or 7 minutes for one game, you're going to be able to play about 8 to 10 games in 1 hour. So if you're averaging about 2,000 to 2,500 XP from getting a good amount of strikeouts, every hour you should be racking up about 20,000 XP, maybe even more depending on how fast you get the game done. But it is super, super easy to do. This is one of the best methods in my opinion. You also could do the road to the show method. I know a lot of YouTubers have already made a video on that. So if you guys want to do road to the show instead of this method, you can do that, and you can get stuff for your ball player. You'll be able to use your road to the show player in Diamond Dynasty too. So that's a benefit to doing that. You'll also get some archetypes, things you could sell in the marketplace. So road to the show does have more benefits for Diamond Dynasty. In my opinion, just takes a little bit longer, but it's worth it because you get the XP. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to skip to the end of the game and show you how much XP I get. All right, so we are about to finish this game. We're in the top of the 9th. We have 1 out, and I have some things to note just for you guys to know. If Shohei Ohtani does not get taken out of the game, if you throw a no-hitter, if you throw a perfect game, right after, you can go ahead and restart the game right away. But if he gets taken out, if they put in Raisel Iglesias at any point, then you have to leave the game and you have to completely do it all over again, go back into the lobby and restart. But right now, because I went through the whole game and Ohtani stayed in the entire game, I could just go ahead and confirm restart. That's going to allow me to save some time, so you could do that. But if Ohtani comes out of the game, make sure you are backing out. It's not going to work. You're not going to be player locked. Make sure you are backing out, player locking as Ohtani again, then you're going back in. Just keep that in mind. So I wound up getting 17 strikeouts with Shohei. Let's just take a look here. What did we get out of that? 2,500 XP. Took me about 6-7 minutes to do. This was absolutely huge. Great method by LSC. And that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. 2 great ways to earn XP in MLB The Show 22 Diamond Dynasty, and your ball player as well. If you're just looking to max out your ball player, this is a great way to do that too. So if you enjoyed it and you found it useful, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it, and I'll talk to you all in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.